Carole Boyce-Davies, who is a professor of Africana Studies and English at Cornell University. Carole, thanks so much for joining us. This is an extraordinary story, isn't it? Are you shocked or surprised by this confession of Jessica Krug?
Not shocked as much as sorry for her that she went to such lengths and that she felt that she could not work in the way that she did using her white identity. The problem is that we are pleased often
Could she have carried out this work?
Easily. We have many other scholars who do it all the time. And in fact, it's a treat, it's a joy for those of us in the field if you have white allies who have done that kind of work and can actually talk with authority about it. So it's not about excluding. I have students who are white and who are working on subjects that have to do with African American, African diaspora studies, and so on. So it's not about excluding. It's about the fact that she claims several identities. It's not just one. She claims that she's Afro-Latina. She claims in some cases, that she's from, Black communities. So she organized herself as an organizer in the Bronx. She made a lot of different mistakes, and it's a sad.
She did claim mental health issues, didn't she? But I mean, there have been others who with similar. We've had similar cases. I'm interested to know why you think they do it.
It benefits. I gather her position was a target of opportunity. Every now and then, the universities have a position where they say, if you can find a African diaspora scholar, Black scholar who fits those criteria, we will go after them and hire them. So I think it was for her a case of accessing some of the struggles that people have waged in order to get Black representation at the university level, and then taking advantage of that. And there are positions where she
was a professor at George Washington University. She was a professor at George Washington University. I mean, a lot of people would have put a lot of trust in her. But does this now call into question, do you think, all of the academic work that she has focused on Africa, the politics and the plight of the region?
I gather it does. Sadly, from what I've heard, is that she's a very good scholar. So hopefully she will be able to get appropriate mental health counseling or something so she can move past this. And if that's the outcome for her, then nobody wants her hurt, I would say, if she has done that kind of work. But the point is, when you create a lie, then one wonders what else is accurate. Then what aspects of her scholarship were constructed or were not really part of the kind of work that one puts in to do authentic scholarship. And I think that's the scariness of what she did for the academy in general.
I mean, there will be a lot of people who feel, and a lot of people, in fact, who knew her or who know her and who have worked with her, have said they feel lied to and cheated. Are you one of the ones who feel, yes. Do you feel deceived?
Of course. I, of course, never met her, but I've talked to people who said that she came across often as more knowledgeable than Black scholars, more knowledgeable than Afro-Latina scholars. So therefore, if she did that, that would really be messed up. So in other words, she was doing a kind of performative blackface in the sense that she was claiming this identity and then using it and then maximizing it and then going out publicly and performing it in different kinds of ways. And I think this is the problem, not what she did, but the fact that she advances her work through a false personal narrative.
And I guess, I mean, she was at George Washington University. One can only presume that she will be, or doesn't deserve to be, in your opinion, teaching there any longer?
I would imagine the university is going to have to look closely at how she came to the position and then what kinds of remedies there will be. And most universities are not that punitive in this kind of context. I think they will be looking at her scholarship, looking at her past, looking at how she got to this position and so on. And if she was being vetted for positions elsewhere, I think that's gone because they will be like, what kind of person are we hiring? We don't know. So I think it's all of those pieces. But universities tend to be very forgiving, I think, in the end. Although there have been people who are coming up to the tenure level have not been treated so kindly. So she benefits from being able to get past those boundaries when many people still struggle to get there.
OK, Carole Boyce-Davies, thanks for joining us. Thank you.